today. From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special Christmas Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Now Sims. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Sims. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Back to throw. Sims. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. So here are the Packers now with great starting field position. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback. 3rd season now out of Oklahoma, the former #1 overall pick, of course, Kyler Murray.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Complete to Newsom. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Murray sets to throw on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on fourth. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you. Create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. To throw, it's Murray. Flushed out right. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. It's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score.
What up, what up, what up?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
What I did,
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. There he is, the man.
All right, we got to run him on
under
this.
Center heading out for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. But they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Sims going for the deep ball. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
It was.
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders
you're going to have to be quiet.
towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play.
Like you said.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 56 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
The third team now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Johnson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They deal with a 2nd and 6. Back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
I'm saying, dog. He going for his. That's
to throw on 3rd down. Sims. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Incomplete.
You will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
We talk about going to want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
What we should have did was just turned the intensity of these injuries off.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that.
Every time.
One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Damn, my boy done got hurt, dog. Amazing.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down.
That's the backup.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of the football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Bro.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Johnson. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Sims.
Come on. There we go.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's out on the left side. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Sims. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hawkinson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Sims. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sims. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 42. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside and have to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Sims. To him again. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. That's something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a let.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
2 yards left on second down from the 9. Sims. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. Then into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. On second down. It's done, and he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to work. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Murray's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 7th touchdown on the ground and 9. Overall, and the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And to give this time to the tailback.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing on first down, Sims. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third down, Sims toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. And now here's a carry heading left. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Curtis Weaver in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hampton. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Sims, throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. But with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw on second down, Williams. being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Williams. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guy.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Curtis Weaver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while. Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Sims. Now he's going to go up top over the middle.
And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hampton. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them. They did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's Williams to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down. Back to throw. Williams. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. It's caught by Sanders. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Off the play fake. Williams. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. From the gun on 3rd down, Sims. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his man, complete. That's Brooks. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Brooks. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Green Bay,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.